I just was released from prison 3 weeks ago, where I was part of CST, where I trained dogs for the disabled, for children with autism, veterans with PTSD, and other people with mobility impairment. I was in prison for 13.5 years, but I was in the dog program for about 4.
4 years ago, I had a massive ruptured brain aneurysm that pretty much took my life.
I was wounded in 2004, July 24th, 2004 in Iraq, Ramadi. I was injured with a car side bomb, improvised VBID.
My name is Carol Roquemore, and I am the founder of Canine Support Teams, Inc., which is a program that trains dogs to work with persons with disabilities other than blindness. Canine Support Teams started as a dream that ended up being a reality over the years because people kept asking me to train their dogs to work for them. I see inmates coming into our program, you know, that are very gang-oriented, hardline, shaved heads, tattooed all over. They won't make eye contact with you. They speak very little. They stick within their own little group of people and they don't really interact. You hand them a dog, and over a period of maybe 4 months you see that evolution start taking place where they soften up and they start talking and they start smiling, and many of these young women are just absolutely beautiful young women, and the more they smile, the more beautiful they become. Their spirit starts to change, the anger starts to somehow go away, and it's all because of the dog.
Before I got into the dog program, CST, Canine Support Teams, I really didn't have a trade in prison because the budget has cut, the state budget, they have cut so many programs. I mean, they have janitorial, it's so easy to learn to clean toilets and do floors and basic computers, and there's really nothing to do. So now I have learned a trade by training dogs. I have a lifeline, you know. I have something to look forward to, and it's something I'm passionate about.
They learn basic obedience, how to teach it. They learn how to do dog behavior modification. They learn about dog psychology. They learn about dog health issues. They learn about grooming. They learn how to exercise a dog properly, how to feed a dog properly. And then they learn how to train a dog to do retrieval from the floor, from a couch or a table to a counter. They learn how to do light switches off the wall. They learn how to open and close doors. They teach these dogs how to push elevator buttons and the buttons that are outside malls for people to push. They learn how to take items of clothing off. They learn how to untie shoes and pull them off, and socks and pants. And some of them have even taught the dogs how to pull up a blanket.
When I'm out and people frustrate me, she'll either block, a couple of times she's blocked and put them at distance, or put herself in a position where I needed to calm down, so she puts herself in that position where I can pet her and bring myself down, or I'll see her in my visual and I'll know that I need to step away or walk away from a situation and just remove myself. And that's, for me, that's key. That's the biggest key, is being able to know when to remove myself, being able to recognize that there's an issue and walk away from it, or use a different avenue other than me getting in a fight, arguing, or disrupting everybody's life, because I pretty much could cause a scene in the situation.
It's so strange. Some dogs, all of a sudden, you don't know what they're capable of until they actually are placed with the people. So, like autistic or seizures, they all of a sudden go and alert the family, or they'll lay on top of the child and keep the child safe until the seizure ends, or stay by their side. Even with PTSD, if they have a flashback, you know, some dogs will get up and lick their face, you know, to, hey, wake up, get out, snap out of it. And some will just lay on their lap, or they know what to do automatically. It's like a miracle. You know, you never know what they're capable of. Don't ever doubt what the dog's capable of, you know, with their love.
Most people like dogs, so they're drawn to this beautiful animal where they don't know how to talk to people like me. Mm-hmm. So they talk to the dog, and then they end up looking at you and start talking to you and asking you questions. So it develops friendships sometimes. At least, at the very minimum, it develops interaction.
I'm grateful because, for one, he's helped me to be more social, which is a huge thing. Being a freshman in college, you need to be social. While having Chase, a member of my family, has improved my life so much. Words can't even describe how much he's changed me and my life.
It helps when I take her to the VA and allow her to interact with the other vets, because since I miss so much that interaction I had in the military, and being able to help my service members when I was my Marines when I was in the military, and give them a sense of I don't know, give me more of a sense that I'm giving them medical attention. I get that feeling again, like I'm providing a service to my veterans, and I'm allowing them healing, the same healing that I get from her. I'm giving it back to them. I almost feel like I'm a corpsman again, because that was my job, to be able to provide that nurturing that I had. I've always been a people person and a person that would volunteer for stuff, and it gives me that hope again that I could be that guy to give back to a group of people that truly deserve it.
When I was little, this is the type of person I wanted to be then, before life became complicated. You know, I've always loved animals, and I always wanted to do something. You know, I thought I could save the world, save the whales, Greenpeace, something. But life became complicated, you know. My mother was on drugs and, you know, things like that. So I had a hard time trusting, loving after that. You know, who has time to love an animal when you're trying to survive? You know, now I have Alto, I have passion for what I do, and I want to continue this.
As a dog trainer, a correction happens and it ends, and then you begin to train. With a person, a correction should happen, end, and then rehabilitate. I think that there's far too little rehabilitation. I'm probably going to get myself in trouble here. But probably far too little rehabilitation going on in prisons, and way too much correction. And I know that there is a need for it, but I do think there's also an equal need for rehabilitation, which is what our program does, and we've proven it out. In the 10 years it's been in existence now, we have yet to see one inmate return from that's been in our program to the prison.